Hi, I have a sequence to share with you. Like many others, I'm feeling that need to connect in this crazy, ever-evolving new world of ours. I firstly want to acknowledge that everyone's at different phases. We're all going through a grief process, whether that's loss of an actual loved one or loss of income, freedom, loss of that connection. We really need to honour that. So wherever you are with that, please move accordingly. Chatting to loved ones, and I know for myself there's this tendency of wanting to just fold inward, and evolutionary speaking, that is really quite natural. You want to protect our organs and protect ourselves from that, in that fight or flight mode. So if that's you right now, we are going to do some folding in, but we are going to work into some more expansive and strength-inducing back bends. If you want to opt out for those, of course, it's your practice, modify as needed. I think one thing that's really helped me through what's been unfolding and in my practice is a little mantra of surrender to what is, let go of what was, and have faith in what will be. So without further ado, and if you want to stay in child's pose for the entire time, do so. That's where we're going to start. Take the knees nice and wide, hips to the heels, arms will extend out in front. And release the forehead to the earth. Just grounding down here, building that awareness and severing the tether to the external world. So a little roll from side to side of the forehead. Let go of any internal chatter, cyclical thoughts, and start to use the breath to find that union, mind and the body. Inhale, expand through the ribcage, breathe into the back, side body. Exhale, draw the navel to the spine. 2 more just like this. When you're ready to move, press into the forearms. Extend the legs long behind you, tuck the toes. Find yourself in a forearm plank, hands pressing into the mat. Don't worry, this isn't a core sequence. We won't stay here too long. Tuck the tailbone under. Find that lengthening through the soles of the feet to the crown of the head. Lift the kneecaps to engage the thighs. Keep pressing the mat away. One last breath. Exhale, release the hips down, untuck the feet, coming into your Sphinx pose. Closing down the eyes here, especially if you're in your home space or there's others around. Limiting the distractions by closing the eyes for the practice or finding your drishti, that one point of focus, super important. Stay here or press into the hands, extend through the arms, coming into your seal. One last breath. And release the forearms back down, walk the knees in closer so that the hips stack over the knees. We'll come into our heart melting pose, Anahatasana. So start to walk the hands out in front of you. Maybe the chin will touch the mat. More than likely it's the forehead. Keep melting or surrendering that heart space down toward the mat. Hips are high. Anahata translates to unstruck. So coming into that complete release, surrender, so that we can maintain an open and loving heart. Last breath here. Beautiful work. Walk the hands back toward the body. Take a little rest here in a closed knee child's pose. Take the hands back behind you. Release the head to a block or a mat. hardcover novel also helps as a block at home. Start to walk the hands forward, coming into your tabletop position. We'll tuck the toes, find a little downward dog. Pressing into the hands, you can bend through one knee and then the other, the heel finding the earth. Slide the shoulder blades back and down to the back of the ribs. On your next exhale, bend through the right knee and slowly undulate forward into a high plank. Release the right foot in between the two hands and let that left knee touch the earth. Inhale as you rise for Anjaneyasana. Exhale for your cactus arms open through the heart, maybe a little back bend. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, cactus. Reach, breathe in. Exhale, release. Inhale, reach up. Coming into your half Hanuman, so right toes point toward the sky as you straighten through that right leg. Actively hug that right hip in line with the left, and you can be up onto the fingertips, or again your trusty blocks or home blocks, blocks as I've been calling them. Make sure the spine's nice and long here through the crown of the head. Exhale, start to ground that right foot down, bend through the right knee, tuck the left foot, and then straighten the right leg into pyramid. So the back left foot's at a 45-degree angle. Again, up onto the fingertips, either side of that right leg. Still actively hugging that right hip in line and release forward over the thigh. Inhale, bend through that right knee, fingertips reach up, find your warrior one. Back heel pressing into the earth, the inner arches lift. And most people will need to walk or toe heel that front foot a little wider to make space for the hips to be parallel. Last breath in. Exhale the hands to the lower back, interlace the fingertips. Exhale. Inhale to open through that heart space, gaze up. Dive the heart forward, humble warrior, release into the inside of that right knee. As you inhale, take the left hand by the right foot for a low lunge twist, right fingertips reach up. Come into your revolve skandasana on the pinky blade edge of both feet as you gaze over the right fingertips. Inhale, scoot that right hand up and around, make a flourish with the arms if that feels good. Regular skandasana back on the mat. Nestle that left arm on the inside of the left thigh, perhaps opening up through the wings here, one breath. Exhale, coming back to the top of the mat here. Vashisthasana, you can pick up that right foot if you wish, extend the leg, or drop the bottom knee. Take whatever modification works for you. Bend through that right knee, left leg straight, wild thing, open through the heart, press through the left hand. Exhale, drawing that right knee back around, tiger curl, lay the shin at the top of the mat for pigeon prep. Inhale, extending through that spine here. Exhale, release forward, hands walk out in front. 2 big breaths here. And you're more than welcome to stay as you are. If you'd like to work into your mermaid, walk the hands back. Bend through the left knee and nestle the back of the foot into the crook of the left elbow. Rise that right arm up, bend through the elbow, clasp the hands, keep the heart space open. Last breath. Exhale, gently release. Roll onto the right hip. Left leg comes out in front, right foot to the left inner thigh. Inhale, reach up as you settle the sit bones into the earth. Exhale, glide on forward, Janu Sirsasana, head to knee. One more breath. Inhale, rise the right arm up behind you, fingertips pointing out. Left arm swoops over, open through the heart for a little flash dance. Exhale, release the hips back down. Plant the hands, step back to downward dog. One breath here. On the exhale, left knee draws in through the torso as you roll forward to high plank. Release that foot in between the two hands. Drop the back right knee, Anjaneyasana, other side. Inhale, fingertips reach. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bend. One more time. Reach the fingertips back up. Straighten through that left knee for half Hanuman, toes point toward the sky. Hug that left hip in line with the right. Maybe you can plant the hands down, come a little bit deeper. Left foot plants, bend through that knee to tuck the right toe. 45-degree angle, then straighten through that left leg, pyramid pose. Heart releases lower than the hips. On the inhale, rising up for warrior one, again making space for those hips to be nice and parallel. Fingertips reaching toward the sky, but relax the shoulders down. Take the hands toward the lower back, interlace with the other finger on top. Inhale, open through the heart. And dive forward for humble warrior, release the forearms overhead. Stay here for one more breath, perhaps drawing the heels of the palms together. Release the right hand by the left foot for a low lunge twist. Make sure to keep that lower back level. Pinky blade edge to roll, revolve Skandasana. Inhale, lift up, bend through that right knee, Skandasana, back of the mat. Opening up through the arms. Exhale, find the right hand back at the top of the mat, Vashisthasana, maybe pick that big toe up as you transition. Bend through the left knee, find your wild thing, right leg straight, press into the right hand. Draw the left knee up and through. Land the shin at the top of the mat, pigeon prep. Inhale. Fold forward to release. 2 breaths here. Stay as you are or start to walk the hands back. Bend through the right knee. Coddling that back of the foot into the elbow. For the right elbow, take the left arm up, bend through, clasp the hands. It's a double whammy, so be gentle on yourself. Last breath. Exhale, release the leg, roll onto that left hip as the right leg extends out in front of you. Resettle the sit bones as you inhale, reach the fingertips up. Exhale, Janu Sirsasana, other side. Bend the knee here as much as you need to really release that forehead toward the knee. Last breath. Inhale, gather that left hand to sky, fingertips reaching away from the body as you press into the hand, right arm reaches up. Exhale, release the sit bones back down, bend through both knees, plant the feet into the earth as the fingertips reach forward and release one vertebrae down onto the mat at a time. Taking this as slowly as you can. And then let the skull be heavy. Make sure the fingertips are gently grazing the backs of the ankles here. On the inhale, lift the hips high as the feet firm into the earth. Tuck one shoulder and then the other underneath the body. Interlace the hands. Now you might want to stay here exactly as you are for the next 4 breaths. Otherwise, take the hands behind you, fingertips pointing toward the body. Press into the palms of the hands and extend that heart space through as you straighten through the arms. Maybe create a little extra space by lifting up onto the toe tips. Stay for 3 breaths. Slowly coming down when you're ready. Come onto the crown of the head, vertebrae by vertebrae, and take the feet nice and wide, knees knocking in. Rest here for a moment, one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. You're more than welcome to come up against the wall here and just take the legs up against the wall. Otherwise, we'll come into our shoulder stand, lifting the hips up, tuck the elbows in. Make sure the legs are nice and long overhead. And you can stay here or start to release the legs over for plow pose. Keep supporting the hips as you do. You can start to bend through the knees here, framing the ears. Either keep a hold of the hips or plant the hands down, firm into the mat as you slowly release vertebrae by vertebrae. As the legs extend out long, take the hands underneath the bottom, find your Matsyasana fish pose. Bend through the elbows, palms pressing down, come onto the crown of the head. Last opening through that heart. And reminding yourself here, it's okay if there's resistance, a tendency to want to shy away. Be where you are, but don't avoid coming to meet your edge forever. Sometimes the moment we want to leave a pose is the moment the pose begins. For now, start to release back down. Take the legs out wide, arms rest beside you. Let go of any breath control, any attachment to what's next or what's just been. Just revel in the shifting of any stuck energy through the body. Know that each time we come back to our mats, each day we rise and try again exactly where we are. Shavasana. like to rest longer, which I highly, highly encourage, or if you'd like to go straight into meditation, pause here. Otherwise, start to invite the breath back into the body. That was a really short Shavasana, by the way, so you should rest longer. Bend the knees, roll over to one side when you're ready, and linger a little longer in this fetal position. When you're ready, pressing into the hands, finding your way up into a comfortable seat, maybe a block or pluk under the sit bones. Find that lengthening through the spine, eyes closed. Hands come to rest at the heart space. We'll honor our practice and showing up for exactly where we're at with the chanting of one Om. Breathe in to prepare. Teachers who've come before us and our own innate teacher ourselves. Together we say, Namaste.